Hello guys, today I'll be doing a versus video, and the albums I will be comparing today are Hold Your Fire by Rush and Big Generator by Yes. And the reason I'm comparing these albums is because they both came out in 1987 and they're both from two big bands that are really a big part of the progressive rock movement from, of course, the 70s. And when these albums came out, both of these albums were critically not as well received as some of their previous work. And I mean, some people might put these albums as some of their weakest in these bands' discographies, but I like both albums. Sure, neither of them are some of these bands' best, but still I do like these albums overall. But if I had to pick which album I like more, I'd probably go with Hold Your Fire. Now, what you also notice with these albums is that they started diving into the more 80s sound with the synthesizers and kind of the poppy aspects of the 80s. You can hear that with certain songs, for sure. Songs with, like, for Hold Your Fire, you can hear that with songs like Time Stands Still or Lock and Key or maybe Mission, maybe. But with Big Generator, you can definitely tell that Yes was definitely continuing to go more commercial with the 80s sound with songs like Rhythm of Love and Love Will Find a Way. And I do like both songs though. But yeah, I'm going to have to go with Hold Your Fire. I mean, to me, I think Hold Your Fire has a more interesting second half. Now, some might disagree, and that's fine, but I don't know. I rarely ever return to the last three tracks from Big Generator, Final Eyes, I'm Running, and Holy Lamb. Now, these songs are good, but I rarely feel like ever returning to those songs very often. But the first half of this album I think is pretty dang good, and I think the better half, Almost Like Love, is another weaker track for me on the album, but I do like it though. But I think Shoot High Aim Low is a pretty underrated song and definitely one of my favorites on the album. One of the longer songs on the album too. But yeah, Big Generator, not one of the band's best, but I do again like it though. But I definitely prefer 90125. But yeah, with Hold Your Fire, I definitely have to prefer it more because I really enjoyed the first half, and I think the second half has some decent stuff. Now, you do have the song Taishan, which is definitely one of the weakest songs. Now, I don't think it's as bad as some people make it out to be, but I do think it's just okay. I wouldn't say that it's unlistenable or god-awful like some people think, but yeah. And then High Water, another weaker song, kind of a weak album closer, but I don't think it's bad though. It's a song for me that actually does get better with each listen, even though it is one of the weaker songs on the album. But Mission and Turn the Page I think are pretty cool songs. I do like those overall from the second half, and Lock and Key is also pretty good. That was one of the singles. But yeah, with both of these albums, I do think that the first halves are much better. But yeah, Force 10 is definitely a favorite of mine from the album, and Time Stands Still, even though it's definitely of its time, I do still really like it, and of course definitely not a bad choice for a single. And I think Open Secrets is maybe one of Rush's most underrated songs. I really like that one, even though it's another song on the album that does feel maybe a bit dated, but I do like it though. But also Second Nature I think is kind of an underrated gem on the album. I do like that song too, and Prime Mover is another song like Open Secrets that I feel is kind of underrated and kind of overlooked. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Hold Your Fire. For me, this album has more songs that I return to, and I just find more enjoyment in this album overall. And it's kind of a fun album too. It does have some fun tracks on it also. But don't get me wrong, I do like this album, Big Generator, but I'm gonna have to go with Hold Your Fire. But anyways, let me know your thoughts on these albums. Let me know which album you like more, which album you prefer, which album you think has more songs that you enjoy, and all that good stuff. But anyways, thanks for watching. Please leave a comment and like and subscribe. Have a nice day, and take care.